And I am live on YT now to get my ass. Oh, actually, I need to. Let's see here. Share my screen. Entire screen. We'll go to there. Now, how you doing, by the way? Oh, wait on. Oh, man, I need to see if I can find my own. Let's see here. Let's see here. Your channel. There we go. Voila. Now I can actually see my own channel. Those, yep. Live chat. Voila. Okay. Fire off the old T-Talk here.
Good morning.
Do live. Oof. Why did you just suddenly... There we go. Let's push the screen back a little bit more. There we go. That's better. Go to settings. And yes, of course, this is AI generated. Content disclosure. There. Save. Continue. And we go live. I'm gonna pop the photos up here. Oh, there we go. And then we just have to send this out to a few dozen people. Good morning, everyone. Yep. Come on. Thank you. Good morning. Thanks for swinging in. Just sending out the live here. As I said, this really would be a hell of a lot easier if TikTok made it easier. But no, they gotta be a pain in the butt. They gotta be extra special. Hope everyone's doing good this morning. I'm just in the process of sending this live out here. Oop, too far out. Let's see here. Let's see here. Morning, Val. There we go. That'll work. Voila. Alright, so let me just pop that up there. Voila. Now, yes. Thank you very much. Oof. Val, your mic's kicking up pretty hard there. Alright, as you can see, I am in the process of doing some cat photos just because I can. Hold on one second. I do need to mute this for just a second.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm muting myself.
That's okay. Let's see here. I'm just in the mood today, kind of messing around with a few generators and a new program. Now, the generators that are up here for the cats, and hello, Skippy. Skipper. Well, actually, that's a hell of a neck, actually. Skipper Flipper. That's a tongue twister. I like that. Now these, where's the, my evil Siamese cats. That's the one that I actually want. We'll do the pumpkin patch one. I have 6 new generators up that are all white. That is all set for white label. This is one of them. These are adorable. I will freely admit to that one. The link is in my bio. If you use the code Grumpy, it'll knock it down from $20 to $10. I'm just in a mood today. But it will produce all sorts of... you literally have 6 different generators that you can literally take to any AI and put your own logo onto it, change your own colors, and boom. You can easily sell these for way more than just $10. You can make your money back very, very quickly. This one actually looks like my neighbor's cat. Well, I don't know if it's my neighbor's cat. It's just one of the neighborhood cats that wanders around here. It is actually very cute. Let's see here. Why did you not do the Siamese cat? Let's see here. Let's generate that. By the way, I use CArt for all of my... hey, Brie. I use CArt for all of my generations. I much prefer it over Midjourney or anyone else, to be perfectly honest. It just has more power to it. Consider it more like Stable Diffusion. Except a Stable Diffusion Lite, you don't have to have the rig to have it. You need to be able to actually run this. Hold on 1 second. Just need to close a couple of things off. There we go. And okay, Chibi. Let's see here. Let's copy that. Oop, wrong thing. Right thing. I'll find it. Too many tabs open. Hey, welcome out. And Menace, thank you for swinging in as quickly as you are. I appreciate everyone swinging in this morning. Or this evening, whichever way it happens to be for you. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, I need to pop off the laurel off of this one. Again, CArt has several, actually a lot of different models as well as laurels. I do not recommend using them for videos, though, because of the fact that they're literally on the expensive side. And this is not generating my... Okay, there we go. These are cute, actually. And while we're doing that, let's go to... There we go. We'll generate that one as well. All 6 of these are what you're actually going to be getting in the bundle. It is literally the Big Eye Cat Portraits, Chibi Fluffy Cats, Evil Siamese Kittens, and we also have the Kitty Big Eyes. Make sure that I don't have the same one open up. Nope, those different ones. And the Grumpy Lion. And we can actually get some interesting photos off of these. And we can have a lot of fun with these. There we go. Some seriously evil Siamese looking kittens. This is why I love CArt. Because you can get actually you can get multiple different views. Different photos just by changing the laurel itself. You don't have to mess around with your prompt or anything like that. You can just literally change it either via model or via your laurels. Now, mind you, keep in mind that CArt does do adult spicy, so you have to be a little careful with it. If you happen to be on live. And it is only softcore stuff, but it's enough to get you kicked off here. So, you got to be a little careful on this one. But seeing how I'm just doing cat generated photos today, I really don't care. Because I don't have to worry about that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a few of these. I'm going to show off one of my other programs here in a few minutes. Just a fun little program to build carousels for either TikTok, IG, Pin, and it also does GIFs all at the same time. It'll literally will put slides over top of it, and you're ready to go. You can load it up straight to IG, very easy. No, there's no fussing with resizing or anything like that. Good way to grab people's attention. And good morning to everyone that's swinging in. It's a good and easy way of making content for your pages. Now, this one's cute. Now, see, that would make for a very good wall art for people that want to that are selling in a POD. Let me put that there so that you can actually see it. Good for wall art, would make very good for tumblers. All you would have to do is literally resize it for whatever product that you're making. Always remember that when you're doing print on demand, you want at bare minimum 300 DPI. And that's just pretty much standard for anyone. It doesn't matter if you're using Printify, Printful, or a local service. As an example, I'm here in Australia. I much prefer using somebody local if I'm going to be doing actual physical print on demand stuff and selling here in Australia, because it is a bitch to get things shipped here. It is a right pain in the ass. And no one really wants to be waiting, half a year. Sometimes it feels like that for a T-shirt. Even a month, they don't want to wait for that. And unfortunately, Printful, Printify, they can take up to a month to get products here to Australia. So it's better sometimes to find an actual supplier within your local region than it is to go with a normal one of the bigger ones. MS Creative and hello. What can five? Geez, that's a nick and a half. That also screams, I'm a scammer. What can 500,000 do for you? Oh, now these are cute. But good evening, good morning to you. So, these are cute photos. These would make for very good wall arts. I can see these going onto a kid's T-shirt. That's what they all say, my dear. So, Miss Creative Souls, how you doing? I still love the evil Siamese cat generator that I have, which, by the way, all 6 of these generators that I have up here right now, these are all white label. They're up on my store. As long as while I'm live, if you use code Grumpy, it'll knock it down by half, so you'll only be spending $10 US for all 6. I don't answer any and all requests while I'm live. And again, what can your nick just screams scam, mate. Mate, you need a better nick. So let's see here. Oh, we have the Grumpy Lion, and yes, I do the Grumpy Lion myself. Let's just do this one here. Let's see what the Grumpy Lion actually comes out with. We're going to copy that. Again, I do love sea art. These are just some of the photos that that I'm producing off of this white label. Link is in my bio for these. It's the 4th product down from the top. This is one of the generators. I love the details. I love the absolute detail, especially in the eyes. Thank you for the likes and all that good jazz, by the way. And welcome to everyone that's coming in. But this is why I love sea art, because of the details that it comes up with. Oops. That one didn't quite come out right. But to be perfectly honest, it is. I appreciate you. Hello, the gallery. Thanks for the likes. These ones are adorable. I have always wanted to an orange cat. This would make for a very good slideshow for IG. You can even do photos slideshows here on TikTok as well. Yeah, this is CArt, by the way. It is literally just CSEA art.ai. I do believe they jumped the price up to like $29 a month. To me, it's worth the price. This is basically Stable Diffusion light. You don't have to have a massive rig to run this. Let's see here. Did I do the Grumpy Lion yet? Watch your eyes if you're photosensitive. Scroll sensitive. Here we go. Voila, the Grumpy Lion. Again, very good posters. For kids' posters and whatnot. Thank you for the heartbeat. This is one of the generators that is completely 100% white labeled on my store today, and probably today only. Which means you can take, let's see here, where did the Grumpy Lion go to? Right here. You can take this generator, change the backgrounds, put your own logos on it. You can even change some of the drop downs if you wanted to. All you gotta do is just take it, the HTML file that you will get when you buy this, and take it to any AI and say, hey, here's my brand Bible. Change this generator so it fits my brand. And if you do not know what a brand Bible is, if you go all the way down to the very bottom of my store, which again, link is in bio, and you go up, I do believe it's probably like the third or fourth product from the bottom, you will find a free ebook and audiobook about a brand Bible, why you need one, and how to actually build one. The only update that I have not done yet, because I don't want to redo the audiobook, is instead of asking for 6 pain points, I've been telling people to ask for 12. And the reason why that you want 12 pain points is so that you can mix and match. So that you can actually, it gives you more room to move when it comes to marketing. And you're not going to use every single, you're not using every single AI, every single pain point. You only want to use 5. And everything that you're going to do, you're going to use 5 pain points. Your email marketing, your marketing, sales pitches, product descriptions. You only want to use 5. And that's it. Because the idea here is, no one wants to know that they're being manipulated, yet we all know that the first time that you see an ad, someone's screwing with you. It's a given. And that's the marketer's job, to be perfectly honest, is to dance on your pain points. To make you feel that pain, and the only way that that pain ends is if you buy our products. Simple as that. Let's see here. Let's see how cute this one turned out. This one's kind of cute. He looks a bit on the grumpy side. That's what we were going for. And then, let's see what it does with the Gothic Laurel. And while we're waiting for that, where is the leopard one? These ones here, I'm actually impressed with CArt being able to do these cats, because some generators just don't. Well, some programs had problems with pause and whatnot. These came out good. I like that one. And you can easily resize these for any print on demand that you want. Again, you do need to make sure that now if I wanted to sell the photos themselves, which I can easily do, I can actually go in, resize these. I would literally go to Printify, because it's pretty standard, really. Find out what size they actually need for your photo, your actual photo size. Remember to upsize so that it is 300 dpi at minimum. I normally go about 400. And I'm going to sell these photos solely as, whatever product that I want to sell it to. Do I want to sell it, as a wall art? Do I want to sell it as print on demand? I mean, not print on demand. Wall art, pictures, mugs, tumblers, stickers, whatever. That's going to be the whole size there. It's very easy. Oh, wow, these are cute. Let's take that off of the Gothic Laurel off. Put that on there, and we're going to put another Laurel on real quick. Go to here, go to here. Put that on there. And hello to everyone that's coming in. So we literally have some really nice looking photos here that I can easily put up onto my IG page. I can put them here. So, hello Eddie, and hello no one. Actually, I like that, Nick. Hello Diane. Appreciate everyone swinging in. And this is with the, let's see, which one, this is just by itself. So those are actually kind of cute. And we're just waiting for the leopard cub to actually show up. So this is with the Gothic Laurel. As you can see, it's enhanced the color pretty decently. And then without the Gothic Laurel, it just kind of goes a little bit more cartoonish. And hello, Walker. And everyone that's coming in, I appreciate you guys swinging in. So I can literally take all these photos. I can download as many of these photos as I want, and I can turn it in, all of them into a GIF that I could then load to Printful or wherever the hell I wanted to load it to. I can turn these into a carousel using my little program that is up on my store as well, which is literally, nope, that's not it. That's the one. It's literally called the Carousel Factory. I'll show that one here in just a minute. Just letting this download a few of them. So let's actually grab a few of these and we're going to download them. Let's see here, 3. Kind of like that one. 4, 5, and we're going to 6, 7, and 8. There we go. So we're going to download these. And CR allows you to download up to 50 of your photos at a time. Cancel that out. And it just, they literally send it via zip, so it makes things a hell of a lot easier. What we're going to do is we're just going to unzip this, extract all, extract, and we're going to come into the carousel maker. Pop that off. We're going to load the entire folder. Go to here, go up to downloads, boom. Open that. We have my brand Bible already loaded up, so I don't have to mess around with it that much. And then we go to slides. Now, if I want to, we can literally clear all these. Let's just remove all these. Now, I'm going to literally use Claude to build the entire slides. So all we got to do is generate with Claude now, which, by the way, my Claude billing, $6.24. That's what I have right now on it. So if we go to $6.24, oh, there we go. They're all done. So we have 6 slides that Claude has actually built for us. And then all I have to do is, let's go F5. It was literally a, what, penny? Not even, actually, didn't even register on that one. Let's just reset it again just to be on the safe side. Oh, sorry, yep, 1 penny to do 5 slides. And all I have to do is come up to generate. And we're going to make sure that we have Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, and we also are going to do a GIF. We're going to actually jump these up to, let's just go 3,000. milliseconds. We generate the carousel, and boom. It won't take that long to do it. And, yep, there we go. Voila. You don't even have to use your Claude API if you don't want to. You can actually write your own slide, your own text, and it'll automatically put it on there. And voila, we're done. And let's go to here. All I gotta do is go to outputs. That's the wrong one. Find my carousel. Carousel maker. There you are. Carousel factory. Output. Yep, that's the one. We go to pin. As you can see, we actually have a GIF. Hey, Petra, how you doing? Voila. The text is a little hard to read. I can actually go back through and rechange that up. But this is a solid GIF. Every single photo, as you can see, actually has my Realm Render brand right there. Yeah, these are cute. I literally have these generators up on my store. They're white labeled. If you use the code Grumpy, it'll knock it down from $20 to $10. And you get 6 of them. Making some really cute photos, actually. How you doing, by the way, Petra? Let's see here. Where's the dream one? Let's see. Lion, leopard. That's the evil Siamese. Let's see here. The void stare. That one's cute. I've seen this one before, but it's still very cute. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Just trying to hang in there. Kind of in a mood today. To be perfectly honest. But I'm alive, so I ain't gonna be, I ain't gonna bitch too much. Or at least try not to. Let's see here. Just trying to find what I'm actually looking for. I don't think I closed it off, did I? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I didn't close it off. Actually, I think I did close the stupid thing off. Oh, that's irritating when I do that. Let me go back through the list here. Go to pins. I know it's not that one. Let's see here. I have too many things here. Let's see here. Whimsical gnomes. We don't need gnomes. Let's see here. I know it's around there anyway. So what is new and hopefully good in your world, Petra? Seems to be a slow day for me today on TikTok, but that's okay. Big eyes, couples, Reaper, Cosmic Soul. Alright, so that's the wrong folder. I hate that. You know that? It's painted about when you forget where the hell you put your file at. Because it's like, hello, where did you go? Here we go. Generators. There we go. We did the big eye cat. Let's see here. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom here. Tuning cat. Actually, wedding brides. Some of these I remember. Yep, that's the best that we can do some days. Then other days you gotta just say fuck it, smack, grab someone and smack them. Let's go to, here we go. Yes, these are my Maine Coon ones. One of the very few cats that I would actually, orange cat or a Maine Coon. Well, these ones are cute. There's something wrong with his head. Big ass head, tiny body. Adorable though. This one actually looks like the cat that hangs out in my driveway some days. Very friendly little sucker too. He's literally just walked up to me and literally just rolled over. It's like, rub my belly. I am here. You will rub my belly. Well taken care of. One of the long-haired cats. I'm not even sure what breed it is. Very well taken care of though. Well groomed. Maine Coons. If you don't mind the fur, very good cats. Let's see here. What else we got? The judgmental British Shorthair. Yeah, this one here. This one is actually kind of nice as well. I do. I'm more of a dog person, but I do like cats. I've owned 2 of them. Both of them pains in my ass. First cat I ever had this bad habit of playing vulture when it was a kitten. I was like, I think 9 or 10 when we actually got it. And this thing would climb up on top of my dresser and wait until I was sound asleep in the middle of the night and just sit there and hang over the dresser so it was looking straight down at me. You know that feeling that you get when you open up your eyes, when you know someone's staring at you? You open up your eyes in the middle of the night, and at 10 years old you can scream rather well because all you see is big glowing eyeballs. Scared the living shit out of me. I'd throw a pillow at the cat. The cat would dive bomb me to land on the waterbed because she found out early on that she can make waves on the waterbed and just ride the waves. First couple of nights that I did that, my dad's like, "Look, why are you screaming? You know, you're waking us up. There's no reason to be screaming." And I told him what the cat was doing, and he just laughed and said, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I told him, "Fine, you sleep in here, and I'll sleep out on the couch." And he laughed and said, "Fine, I'll prove to you that there's nothing." Middle of the night, heard a grown-ass man scream, "Son of a bitch! Fucking cat!" Because the cat did the same damn thing to me that it did to him, except this time, the cat missed the waterbed. She literally landed on his head. The old man was not happy. But I just looked at him, and even Mom looked at him and said, "Oh, nothing to, no reason to be screaming, huh?" He's like, "Fine, shut up, just whack the cat. Maybe we can break the cat of that habit." Never could break her of that habit. Even after I got a normal bed, that cat would still just sit there and stare at you. She's like, "Hello, wake up." And if you didn't wake up in time, she would literally jump on you and it's like, "It's time to play." Let's see here. I know I'm just trying to find the one I'm looking for. Leopards, golden hour wedding. Oh, that's a wedding portrait. Where in the hell did that get to? Because one of the generators is actually included. It's very, it makes some very cute cats. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I know I will find it. Let's see here. Nope. Grumpy Unicorn, colorful. The Evil Siamese. I love Siamese cats as well. But those ones can actually be really fucking mean little bastards. A little too smart for their own good. My Uncle Dave used to have 2 of them. And it was kind of funny because you could always tell who pissed the cats off between Uncle Dave and his wife, because they both had a shelf up on the wall. And what these things would do is they would literally get up on the shelf of whoever shelf had pissed the cat off in the first place, and would sit there and stare at them. And then just one by one knock off whatever was on the shelf, whatever knickknacks were on the shelf, just boink, doink, doink, doink. And if they tried to chase them, they would just bodily rush the entire shelf, knocking everything off and leave everyone else's shelf alone. It was fucking hilarious. Mind you, those cats, the only apparently I was one of the very few people that those cats actually liked to play with, and actually liked. Everyone else, they would just. Even my dad was scared of those ones. He was like, "You just keep an eye on those two little bastards. They're mean. They claw. They bite. They hiss." I would play with them for an hour or two, and have absolutely no problems with them. Let's see here. Oh, Squishy Loaf. Copy that. Enjoy, Petra. Be safe. Thanks for swinging in. Tabby mixed breed. These are cute. They're not too bad. Now then, I know I can find. Hold on a second. I need to find. If we come up to here, by the way, this is my store. Let's see here. Kitten Wonderland. That's the one. I know that I had it. Oh, these ones are cute. This would make for a very good poster. Put that there. Are the West Knowles. And hey, Blue, thanks for swinging in. That one's winking for some reason. Easy peasy. Let's go to, let's see here. So we have that open. We have the Evil Siamese. Purple-eyed puss. Let's open this one up. Wrong one. Right one. And then I just need to find my kitty one. Let's see here. Learn the alphabet, apparently. There you are. I accidentally closed this one out. I didn't mean to close that out. Let's go to Morning Wonder. Copy that. We're going to chuck these ones in here. Hello, Olivia. Thanks for swinging in. Oh, mama. Now, again, I would personally sell these as digital products. Run a whole bunch of them and literally resize them for wall art, t-shirts, mugs. You could even do these with stickers if you wanted to. You would literally just go to Print5, Printful, wherever you want to do, and reset. Hey, Golden, how you doing? Thanks for swinging in. No, these ones are cute. See, these would make for very good kids posters. So I would literally just resize them for posters and sell them as digital assets. Combination of my own store, which is right here. I would sell them on my app, and this is my actual app that I have built. I would literally just come in here, put them up as which I don't have anything there, but as art packs. Or, well, actually, and sell them on Etsy. Now, when you're selling digital products, like if I was going to sell these photos, if I was going to sell this as a photo, I'm not selling it for, a pack of 10 photos for $20 or something like that. Nah. What you're going to be doing is you're only going to be selling them for anywhere between $2 to $5. Now you're thinking, why the hell would I spend the time and energy to make something like this and only sell it for $5? The reason is because with print on demand, as well as digital products, when it becomes for photos, it's about volume. It's not about price. So if you literally sell, if I were to sell, say that I decided to put 10 or 15. Well, you're barking in the wrong fucking live on that one, Patricia. I'm a married man. And if I ask my wife, she always tells me that I'm a happily married man. So if she says I'm a happily married man, I'm a happily married man, apparently. And if there's any married men here, they're going to agree with me that they are all, especially if their wife is sitting near them, we are all happily married. But again, if I was going to sell these photos as a digital pack, I would literally just find out what size Printful needs, because Printful is pretty much the standard for print on demand. I would resize each photo as a 300 dpi, make sure that they are PNG, and either I would delete the background so that they're transparent background, or leave it as is, so that people can actually do that part themselves if they want to. When I do sell these packs, I sell in 10s to 20s, photo-wise. And the max that I've ever sold these bundles is literally $5. And again, you're thinking, why in the hell would you waste your time selling these at $5? Well, the reality is, if 10 people buy from you, that is literally $50 that you did not have. And with Etsy, it's a fire and forget. Sorry. It is a fire and forget. It's literally cost you, I think, $30, anywhere between $20 to $30 to start an Etsy store. And they charge you 20 cents per listing, and the listings are good for 3 months. Etsy has its own supply of customers, which is a good thing because you don't have to really advertise or anything like that as long as you understand their SEO. And the other thing is, the bad thing though is they do take 9% of all transactions, and that's a pretty hefty price. But again, the pros kind of outweigh the cons, and a good chunk of when it comes to Etsy. The other bad thing is Etsy's customers are not yours; they are Etsy's customers. Now, if I run this through my own app, which I can give away, or in my case, I'm actually selling my app for $5. Gives you access to a lot of free generators, plus it gives you access to other generators that you can buy. I can literally sell them for whatever I want, and the only price that I end up losing is 2.9%, because of the fact that I use Stripe. Stripe takes 2.9% plus 35 cents per transaction. Way cheaper than what anyone else does, and they are recognized globally. So I don't have to handle the credit cards. I don't have to worry about if someone's credit card gets hacked. That's not on me. That's actually on Stripe. So I don't have to deal with that shit. And Stripe's been around since fucking forever. I think they've been around since 2015 or 2010, something like that. They service nearly every country in the world. There are a few that they don't touch, which is fine. I don't think you can actually use Stripe in India, but that's pretty standard because India uses more COD than they do credit cards. It's one reason why I stay out of the Indian market myself. It's a little too much of a pain in the butt. Because of the fact that you have to go in, find a company that handles the cash, then they can actually put that cash into your bank account, and it's just, no. Nope. Not a hassle that I want to deal with. Now, these photos that I'm making, these are all from 6 generators that are up on my store. You get all 6 of them for $10 if you use the code Grumpy while I'm on live. And they make some really cute photos. And these are very easy to sell. These would make great kids posters, T-shirts, whatever you want. Whatever you wanted to put on there, you can easily set it up as. There are a lot of cat people out there that absolutely love cats. Excuse me. Like this one here would make a really good poster. And let's see here. The Wonder one. Where did I get it? The Kitty Wonder one. Let's just pop in a couple of more. We did the first coffee. The Philosopher. Here we go. Copy that. And all these generators are literally white label. You can put your own, you get the full entire code so that you can go to Gemini, DeepSeek, Claude, ChatGPT, wherever you wanted, and literally have them change it to your brand. And you turn around and you sell them because you have full commercial usage of these. Use them however you want, use them however you want, personal or commercial. Just remember to put your own branding on it so that you can actually say, hey, these are mine. Because we all have our own, we all have our own audience, our own target market. Your target market may be a little different than what mine is, and that's perfectly fine. And these generators are very easy to make as well. I do have a $10 course on how to make the generators. And you can use, again, the only one that I tell people to avoid using is Gemini, because Gemini really sucks for coding, which is quite a shame because I like Gemini. I use Gemini now for two things, really. Creative brainstorming and for the photos for Nana Banana. Oh, these are cute. Because with Nana Banana, you can literally use them. If we go to, here we go, let's go to image. You can do 20 photos using Nana Banana in Gemini for free every day. So if you have multiple accounts, you can actually do that. This is what Gemini gives us. That's very cute. Now, I use Nana Banana mostly if I have a photo that needs some kind of text in it, because Nana Banana really hammers that really, really well. Handles the spelling very good. Vibe coding realistically 5 minutes. Literally 5 minutes. If we go to ChatGPT, Chat's not too. Well, actually, let's go to Claude. I'm going to show you real quick how to do Claude. I like Claude. ChatGPT is decent for it, but some people have some issues with it and whatnot. But it's literally less than 5 minutes. What you can do is, all you're going to do is just say, I need a HTML generator. Yeah, less than 5 minutes. Seriously. It's like maybe 5 minutes. It's literally maybe 5 minutes of writing, and then you just press enter and you're gone. And you just literally let your AI do it. But realistically, yeah, literally 5 minutes. So if we go, here's an example. I need I need an HTML generator. The subject will be, let's go, 3 kittens stacked on top of each other, looking around a corner. I need 30 drop down. We're going to go 30 drop downs. 30 options per drop down. First option is none. The rest in alphabetical order. Let's see here. Alphabetical order. Let's see here. 30. I want. Let's see. I want full camera control, full lighting control, full shadow control. Let's see here, and any other fur colors, and I want large. I want eye control as well, and any other drop downs that I need to make this a truly amazing generator. I want locks on all options, on all drop downs. I need a generate button, a copy active tab button, a clear all button, and a randomize button. As you can see, I'm not worried about my spelling because I can't spell words of shit. Then I need a photo prompt, a video script, a Suno music prompt, And then animation prompt. Press enter. And we just let Claude do its thing. That's all it takes. And then it just depends on how long it takes for Claude to build this. I can literally take this to ChatGPT as well. Let's just do that. And this is a free version, and you can literally get away with, you can do like probably 2 or 3 before you hit your limit. So we go to chat. Pop that in there. And we just let it go. Subject never change. Yeah. Kid and age. 30 options. See, it's being stupid now. So what we're going to do, we're going to stop that. Oh yeah, well, here's the print. Here's the. Let me make sure. There we go. That's the prompt right there. And good morning, by the way. So grab a screenshot of that. And Claude is being, I mean, not Claude, but ChatGPT is being stupid on this one. I'm just going to literally tell it I need the code. I need the actual code. Chat's just being stupid this morning. However, what you're asking for is not a small, of course it's not a small one. Will be, yes, I know. The best approach is to build it as a complete standalone application in sections. See, Chat's just being stupid. But because of the size, it has to be delivered in multiple parts or as a downloadable HTML file. That's, I want it as a downloadable HTML file. Yes. So build it. Because of the size, I cannot generate a downloadable directly from this chat. See, it's being stupid. Normally, chat does not have a problem with that, but today it just wants to be a pain in my ass because I am on live. That's the only reason why I was doing it. If we do Gemini, again, I do not recommend using Gemini. Let's see here. Give me the full code. The reason why I don't recommend using Gemini is because, to be perfectly honest, it's going to be a really bare bones HTML generator. And it just, unfortunately, Gemini just honestly sucks for coding. DeepSeek's not too bad. Here we go. As you can see, it's built the entire thing. Very quick. And then all you got to do is copy it or download it. Let's just download the code as an HTML, open it up, and boom. Here we go. And this is what it gives us. Stack Kitten's Ultimate Generator. And the other thing that I did forget to tell, it was presets, but that's okay. If we go to randomize, copy this. See here, copy active tab. And we're just going to throw it into here. But literally, these generators, to do the generators, it's a matter of minutes. And the beautiful thing is, once you have a couple of them that you really like, you can use them as a template in one chat and continue to build off of it. As I said, there are 6 current generators up on my store. They're $10 if you use the code Grumpy, and that's only while I'm live. Otherwise, they're $20, and I normally charge $20 per generator. And these are all white label so that you can actually run them yourself. Let's see here. And here's what, now these are cute. See, I like these. Gemini actually, for the generator itself, it's okay. But to me, it's a little on the bare bones side. But the photos came out really cute. I can see all 3 of these are plotting something. Hey, Top. How you doing? But literally, vibe coding a generator. Right now, just showing off. One, I made this new generator. If you want the Um, Prompt. Grab a screenshot here. Put it into wherever Put it wherever you want. But I literally have 6 cat generators up on my store. Link is in my bio. They are $10, full white label. You have full commercial use of it. Change it however you want. Literally drop them into any chat that you want. Give it your brand Bible and say, hey, change it so that it's good to hear. Change it so that it fits my brand. Change the background colors. Change whatever you want to change with it. But vibe coding a generator, don't even use like Canva. Canva's not even worth using anymore for coding. You should never use Canva for coding, to be perfectly honest. You should be able to. Well, it depends. Were you having issues with PayPal? Because that's the only option that I have with beacons, unfortunately. I tried putting my Stripe in there, and beacons threw a hissy fit. That's why. It's PayPal. Unfortunately, for some reason, Stripe did not like my... I mean, not Stripe, but Beacons did not like my Stripe account, which is irritating because I use Stripe for most everything. But this is the... for... Where did the generator get to? Yeah, chat's being stupid. I didn't want to do it. Kitten Wonder. Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on a second. I just got to find it. Where did it get to? Here it is. For this generator right here. And all we got to do, just hit the randomize. We also have a Suno Music prompt, so I can literally drop this into Suno Music Flow wherever you want. Now, what I always tell it to do, there's a couple of things when I'm making my generators that are a must for all of my generators. First one is I want full camera control, lighting control, and shadow control. Because I can lock everything down and just change the camera angle. And I'm going to get a brand new picture. I can mess with the lighting and get a whole nother picture. It's same with the shadows. The other thing is I make it so that there are locks on all of them. That way, if I find something that I really like, I can lock them down and then just randomize the rest of the stuff. Depending on how I want it, how I like it. Let's put this on a Gothic, my Gothic Laurel, just to see what this does. Yep, full camera control, full lighting control, and full shadow control. Those are the 3 musts. You're most welcome. Because again, if I just as an example, if I want to lock all these down, let's just lock this down, lock that down, lock. Let's lock the lens type, the lighting setting, and we'll just we'll lock everything else down. And all I have to do is change this to like a Gothic high contrast, and then let's go close up macro. Generate that. We're going to copy this, copy active tab, and boom, we're just going to pop that in there. We'll have that one photo there. And then we'll go ahead and let's change the here, generate that. And some of it is going to be very subtle. Some of it is not going to be that subtle. Keeping the lighting, changing the keeping the shadow as it is, and just changing the camera angle. By locking it down, it makes it so that if I randomize this, just as an example, okay, see how everything's locked? If I hit the randomize button, hold on a second, let me just put this over here. If I press the randomize button, everything stays except for, as you can see, the camera angle is changing and the shadow control is changing. Everything else stays the same. This way, say like you have a bridal generator and you're getting some really good photos, but they're not quite where you want, but you like the model and you like the camera angle. You can literally lock down the model and the camera angle and just randomize everything else, and sit there and mess around with each setting to try and find it. I ask for anywhere between 30 to 60 options per drop down, and a lot of times if I have an idea, I will give it actual prompts of, okay, I need as an example for a wedding generator, I would say I want the bride, which means I need a female. I need female options. I need female clothing, female hairstyle, eye color, age, body type. I want the groom, which means I need male options, male clothing, male hairstyles, the whole works. Then other times I get a little lazy, and I can do this in my chats because I've already have it built up. So I can just say, hey, I need a wedding generator, full shadow control and all that other good jazz, and let it run itself. Hey, Jim, thanks for swinging in. But as you can see, completely same prompt, just slightly different camera angle. And it does pick up on it. Yeah, these are cute. I literally have, this one is literally just a brand new, if you want the prompt, let me grab the prompt. There you go, that's the prompt right there. CArt. CArt is my go-to. You can use whatever you want to use. If I go into Gemini, well, this is Gemini, by the way. Gemini is the one that made this for me. See, we go to images, and we just chuck this into Gemini. We'll see what it gives us. And by the way, Jew, I have 6 of these cat generators. This is cute. Up on my store, $10. Use the code Grumpy to knock it down to $10. It's $20 otherwise. But see, Gemini did a really good job of this. That's kind of cute. So you can take these anywhere. My go-to, though, is CArt. It's just more powerful. Yeah, the gray one's cute. But these are all just one generator. Let's see what if Claude is finished. Of course it's going to screw up. F5, the damn thing. There we go. Whoop. And Claude, actually, I don't know why it gave me 3. Let's just pop that. Let's download that one. Open that. And here is what Claude gave us. No, 10 for all 6. They're all white label, so you can literally put your own logos on it, whatever you want. Color, you have full commercial use for it. Puzzle time, apparently. There we go. So this is what Claude gave us. And we literally have kitten breed, stack arrangements. So let's just randomize this and we'll see what Claude gave us. Oh, we have environmental settings, lighting, mood, rendering technique. We have Suno music prompt, settings, the whole works. So all I got to do is copy the active tab, and we're just going to chuck this into here. And boom. And we'll see what this is. Hey, Constance. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, hon. Oh, let's pop off the Gothic Laurel as well. Pop that in there. But yeah, when you're doing these generators, it's literally, vibe coding wise, generators take less than 5 minutes. Now, for something like this, which is my, I do have the Carousel Factory that is up on my store for $20, and that will actually make these. Let me find it. Hold on a second. Let's go to generators, output. Carousel, find it. Carousel Factory. One of these days I'll learn my alphabet. I want to hold my breath though. Let's go to TikTok. And it literally made this. It makes this gift. Let it bring it up. I have to redo the text on it, but it'll do a GIF, and it does. It literally sets the photos up for you with the slides. But it's designed for IG, TikTok, and Pins. And it does it automatically, fast, boom. If you want to have the slides on there, it's literally using Claude's API. It cost me a penny for 6 slides. And then it gives you it literally gives you the correct size for these. And these ones here are set up for, I do believe, TikTok. Yeah, this one's here for TikTok. So I can load all of these up onto TikTok very fast. I mean, it's literally very, very quick to do it. And these are what Claude has given us. These are cute. Except that one's missing an eye. Now see, those are cute. Thank you for the gifts, Constance. I appreciate that. Yeah, these are cute. Oh, Constance, by the way, if you want the prompt, let me grab this here. Let me come up to here and close this part off. Close that off. Thank you. Don't share the chat. Right there, that's the prompt. Let me make sure that you can actually see it. So grab a screenshot if you haven't already. That is the exact prompt that I used. I tried to get chat to do it, but chat was being an idiot, so I was like, man, screw it. I won't use chat today. But all 6 generators, which literally have produced, not these ones here, these are, that's just the one that I made off of oh, these are cute. These are the ones I just literally made. I'm going to chuck this into my app. So if you want a free generator, this will be up on my app later on today as well. For free. Now my app is on my store. It's either for Mac or Windows. $5. Yes, this is CArt. And that is just using just the model itself, which is the Infinity model, which is a really good model to use. Now, if I were to post, this is right here. This is Gemini. Gemini gave me that one. Oh yeah, they came out really good. Gemini does a really good job too. So let's just pop that in there. We'll see what Gemini gives us. Now, Gemini does a really good job as well. And that's kind of cute. A little weird on the side there, but it's still kind of cute. So you can literally turn these into posters. You could literally start an entire brand for posters. And that's all you would sell, is just posters if you wanted to. Or you could do an entire brand for cats. Very easy to set up a brand. Doesn't take long. I do have a course from how to start an entire brand, start to your very first product. It is up on my store. It's $25. It's an hour and an hour and a half, or an hour and 40, or close to an hour and 45 minutes. It will literally walk you through building from doing the research, which it's not glamorous, but you still need to do it. All the way, and this uses all 5 AIs: ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, DeepSeek, and Grok, to do the research. And what you're looking for is, you're actually looking for the crossovers. You want to basically find what they all say. Hey, this is, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? You're looking for where they all agree. And that's the data points that you're looking for. They're each going to give you a different outlying aspect of it. One might say, hey, do just Maine Coons. Another one might say, you want to do long-haired cats. And then all of them all agree that, hey, you want to do kittens. So if all 5 say, hey, you want to do kittens, you're going to do kittens. You're going to ignore the long-haired idea or the Maine Coon idea because those are the outliers. That's just one of them leaning towards one of them. You're literally just going to give them the same prompt and run through it. This course of mine will literally show you how to build your brand Bible, how to build your brand kit, and how to use it in the AI of your choice to be able to build out your very first product. Either HTML generator, print on demand, whatever you want. But you need to do the research before you just jump in with both feet. So, let's see here. We're going to just randomize this again. Copy this. Hit the copy active tab. Pop this in here. And while we're doing that, let's see out of pure curiosity, what does the music actually sound like? So we're going to copy that. And we're going to go into Flow Music because that is my go-to. This is a really fast, silly little prompt. And we'll see what it comes up with. Just out of curiosity. And while that's doing that, we'll check out the... Here we go. Oh, these ones are looking for trouble. And this is what Claude gave us. Here we go. Kill that now. That's a little too boppy in the morning. So you're the philosopher. Actually, let's do that one here. Copy that. Come back to C Art. And chuck it all the way to the very bottom here. But these can make very cute photos. Very, not photos, but stickers. Anything basically print on demand. Find a cat lover. You will be able to sell these. These are just some of the photos that I was generating earlier, using some of the generators that are available in this bundle. You literally get 6 generators for $10. Use code Grumpy. The leopard ones are cute. The Siamese ones I absolutely love. Hey, Cap. Thanks for swinging in. This one here is why I love C Art. Look at the details of this. It has a reflection on the eye, whiskers, the works. Yeah, it is nice. Yep. Hello, and hello, by the way. My tongue is not going to let me pronounce your name today. I'll just end up murdering LA. But these cats actually came out really good. These ones are cute too with the purple eyes. Now I know two houses down, they have a cat similar to this, except for the purple eyes. Got that smushed in face and whatnot. And she is just a right bitch. That cat doesn't like anyone. But at least the neighbors are smart enough to put a collar on her. With a bell. There we go. These ones are cute. But that cat has a serious attitude problem that it does not like anyone. I'm not even sure if it likes the owner. But as I said, the owner at least is smart enough to put a collar on, have a bell on her collar, so that she can't sit there and harm the native wildlife while she's roaming around. But as you saw, building these generators is very easy. It's very fast. You can even tell it that you want 10 presets. I just forgot to put the presets in there. 10, 20 presets, however many presets that you wanted. It'll do it. Also make it ask it for locks on everything, so that if you find something that you really like, you can actually put locks on. You can lock down what you like and then just randomize the rest of the stuff. It's faster than prompting. And you can actually, if you find a prompt that you really like, you can actually make prompt packs out of these. That's another way of selling and making money off of these. You're literally just going to sit here and press, like on an example of this one here, press randomize 10 to 20 times, run one photo, go to Canva, make a PDF, load your photos up, and then put your prompt right next to the photo. Do this 10 to 20 times, and either give the prompt pack away for free as a lead magnet, or you could actually charge $2-3 for it. And yeah, again, you're thinking, why would I bother with $2? Because of the fact that if you sell this, say you make this prompt pack, you have 10 prompts, you give it away for $2. You make $1 because whatever service you take, takes that off. Sell that to 20 people. That's $20 you didn't have in the first damn place. And you can be selling it on live. You could give it away. By giving it away, people are going to say, "Oh, hey, I really like this stuff. What else can I learn from this person?" Let's just randomize one more time. Copy that. Check out these photos here. Now that one looks a little screwed up. Yeah, that one is a little screwed up. But 7 out of 8 ain't bad. Make it 6 out of 8 isn't bad. That one has no head. So these aren't bad. As I said, this generator here, this one specific generator will be up on my store for free. Well, not store, but my app. Which, by the way, I am building apps for people if you are interested in it. And the app itself will be unbranded for you. It will literally have these cubes here that you can actually load whatever photos that you want. Person clicks on it, it brings up a full version of it. It's a good showstopper kind of thing. Make people stop. And also, this one here, will actually play songs.
Welcome to the end of sanity.
You can either have you can literally have colors, photos, whatever you want. Even the bass has a song. And the beautiful thing is, this is 100% controlled via Google Sheets. So if I want to change the photos, I'm not messing around with lines of code. I don't have to try to figure out how to rebuild my app every single time I want to change this. I'm literally just going to go to my Google Sheets and I'm going to change it right there. And it changes within seconds. Now, price-wise, if you are interested in this, I am for 10 people. I'm only going to be charging $60 for this. It's literally I'm going to say, in all honesty, it takes 10 minutes to set it up. It takes a half hour or more once you start loading your products. You even have a community board with this, so that people can actually talk, and you can actually see the comments. You can literally control the comments. If someone forgets that they're supposed to be an adult and they're just being an ass, you can kick them off. You can remove their post. You can be nice and give them a warning, or in my case, I'm not nice about it. If you're going to be an asshole, you should fucking go. The only asshole that is allowed to be on these forums is me. But unfortunately, people have bad days and they forget they're supposed to be adults, and they can start insulting each other and whatnot. And I can literally block it. I can remove it. I can send them a message and say, "Hey, asshole, knock it off." You can sell, literally setting up whatever you want. I literally have bundles. If we do the bundle thing here, click on that. We literally have a couple of bundles already set up. Click on that, and it brings up your HTML generators. Now, the beautiful thing about this app is that it protects your HTML generators. Like right now, if you were to buy, if you go to my store, you go to my link right now, and you buy the 6 generators that do these cats, again, $10, use code Grumpy, you have full access to the code, which means you can change the code. But on my app, you do not see the code. You can press F12 all day long if you want to, and you're not going to see the code. You're not going to be able to find anything about it. So this way, I protect my stuff, and it makes it so where people cannot steal it. It's all locked in here, 100% free hosted as well. So you don't even have to have a domain name, because no one's going to actually see your domain name. It is literally hosted in a different place. Very easy. As I said, it takes like 10 minutes to set it up. And again, fully controlled via Google Sheets. And if you start building websites for yourself and or people, tell whatever AI that you're using that you want to use it via Google Sheets. And just to show you, if we go to Google Sheets, we go to here. This is what my sheet looks like. I can literally load my products here. I can set them as paid. I can set the price however I want. As you can see, I charge $20 for mine, except for the free ones. I have full links. You use Imager, by the way, to load, which is absolutely free. And the reason why you use Imager is because your app literally comes with both Mac as well as Windows. And unfortunately, Mac, being the assholes that they are, will block a lot of sites. They do not block Imager, though. So it allows people to, the Mac users, to actually come into my app and see the pretty pictures. And we have, we literally have the full generator, the whole thing. Refresh that. And if you're doing if you do free generators like what I do, people don't have to sign in. The only time that they have to sign in is if they have purchased your one of your generators, and it automatically gets added into the Google Sheets for you. As soon as that purchase goes through Stripe, and yes, you will need a Stripe account. As soon as it goes through Stripe, it comes in here, and it literally gives you full access. And it will just pop right up there. Here's the cube. I can literally, if I get rid of this one here, let me copy that. Delete it. Give it a second or two to finish saving. And we come back to the app. Refresh. And then we just have to find the photo here. This is Cube 1. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to remove things. And as soon as someone comes out or comes in, they will actually see a whole new photo. Look here. You wouldn't be a pain. Everything wants to be a pain today because I'm on fucking live. So we're gonna go back to there. We go to here. Go to the Realm Renderer app. There you are. And as I said, we literally set it up so that we have everything is see, voila. Oops. Stop that. See how the photo's gone? It's showing the inside of the cube now. And all I have to do is put that back in there. Close this off. Open it back up. Wrong window, right window. And now my cube is back together again. So I can change the photos very, very easily. No messing around with coding. This is the same thing with your websites. You want to hook your website up to Google Sheets. Because if you've ever seen a code for a website, you can be dealing with thousands of lines of code. And if you hard code this into your website, it can be a right pain in the ass to find exactly where you need and what you want. And it's like, it can be very frustrating. Whereas if you just hook it up to Google Sheets, boom, no messing around with code. It's out, literally ready to go. I can change whatever I want, load it up to Imager. I can literally load in. I can grab all 6 of these. I can grab 6 random photos, load them up to Imager, and then load them up to my Google Sheet. Matter of fact, instead of talking about it, let me just show you. Let's go to Imager. And we're just going to go to New Post. And we're just going to go choose the file. Let's grab these files here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to upload all 5. And we're going to wait until it's finished loading them. Okay, there we go. So it's literally uploading that. So we're going to go here, copy the link, find my Google Sheet again. Oops. Where did my Google Sheet go to? Did I close that off? No, I didn't. Good. I was going to say, am I that special today? We wipe that out. Post that there. Grab this one here. Again, copy link. Let's move that over there. Put that there. And we're going to copy the link again. And we'll just leave it at that. We have 3 of them. Close this off. So basically, every time that a person opens up my Realm Render exe, my app, they're going to get, anytime that I want to change the cube, voila. The photo's on the cube. Hey, Lady T. Now, as you can see, we literally have 3 new cat photos on here. And people can actually click on it and see what the photo looks like. And I can use this as not only a way of stopping people from scrolling and whatnot, but it's a good way of making it so that they can actually see what the photos look like when they're generating. And then if you are in the AI music, I literally have a pyramid that will literally play any sound as you want. Host the music, and boom. Post it on Google Drive. Host your photos onto Imager. All of this is free. Now, the service itself for me to do this, it will be on brand for you. You have to have a brand Bible. You will need a Stripe account. And just because with the Stripe account, I have it set up with the Google Sheet so that it is literally as soon as someone buys something from you off of your sales page, off of here, it'll take you straight to the Stripe account. As an example, if I log out of myself here, log out, sign up. I come to this one here. It automatically brings up the web page that I have, which is hosted elsewhere. And if someone clicks on there, click on that, boom, takes you straight to my Stripe account for payment. And as soon as you pay for it, whoop, it automatically gives the user access to the generator. I don't have to fuck with one damn thing. And if for some reason it does screw up, it's literally a matter of me going, okay, well, I see I got an email from you. For some reason it didn't add you. I am just going to go ahead and go to my to the access. I'm going to give me your email address, and I'm going to literally put it access to whatever generator that you just bought. It's fast. It's easy. And again, no domain name, no necessary. You don't have to worry about someone stealing your shit. A couple of these generators I cannot show. If you want to set it up for free, you literally have. It's very easy just to literally mark it down for free. As you can see, there are quite a few free ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 generators for free currently. There'll be a 9th one later on with the corner one. As I said, I'm going to be offering this for people for the next 10 people for $60. It takes 5-10 minutes to set up, and there is a couple things that you will actually have to set up yourself that I need, but I will walk you through it. But you're literally just going to host it on. You're literally just going to host everything on free services, so you don't have to worry about paying for hosting. You don't have to worry about, well, shit, where am I going to put this? Do I have to have a domain name? Very easy to get yourself started. Again, fully branded app. You can you can literally give people your app. You can, or in my case, seeing how I'm doing the free stuff, I'm charging $5 for my app. So if they want, if you want to buy, get the kit generator here for free and the other ones, you do have to have my app. But for $5 you can't bitch. Or you can give it away as a free lead magnet. But this way, you have a way of hosting your stuff. But these kittens didn't come out too bad. I'll probably use the Claude one though. Yeah, it will be the free one. Let's just randomize. Copy this. Did everyone grab? By the way, did everyone grab the prompt that I used for this? Yeah, see, you don't even have to host your own website with this app. You don't have to pay for hosting. Oh, hold on a second, Lady T. Let me find. Did I click? Damn it. Hold on a second. Let me just backtrack. Backtrack. Oh, that was okay. Fine. Let's go to Gemini. I must have closed it out. And we go to open the sidebar. Here we go. Let me make sure that's the prompt. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There we go. That's the prompt. Grab a screenshot. Well, someone asked me how long it takes to vibe code one of these. Less than 5 minutes. The longest part takes for whatever generator whatever AI you're using to respond. There we go. Cool. These are adorable. Let's see. I like the box. If you really want to torment a cat, get a brown paper bag and just throw it down on the ground. The cat will lose its shit. Why? I do not know. But every single cat that I've had, I put out a brown paper bag. They go absolutely nuts. And you can have an hour's worth of fun with just one paper bag. Same with the box. My two cats, for some reason, though, had this habit of hiding around a corner. Everybody in my family could walk past that corner where the cat was. No problems. But as soon as I come around, she would literally leap out, attack me, then run off. Claws and teeth, mind you. But then again, I did play rough with her as well, so I didn't mind the claws and teeth too much. But these are actually good. I love the folds in the box. I love the details. But if you want to learn how to do the generators, as I said, I do have a course. It's up on my store. It is $10. And it literally walks you through the steps all the way through. But I can literally change. Let's see here. Let's do the Norwegian one. Fable 5 is, to be perfectly honest, useless when you are first starting out. Now, the reason why I say it's useless when you're first starting out is because it is such a large model that is designed to handle really large products. Like, if you're vibe coding an entire program, Fable 5 will rip through it really easily. But if you're doing like HTML websites or generators or just doing research, it's a waste of your tokens. In all honesty. And it's the same with using Opus. I don't use Opus. The only one that I use is Sonnet 5, and for the API I use Sonnet 4.5 and Haiku. Because I'm using it on the lower end, and I want to keep my tokens without blowing through them. So I literally just keep set mine on Sonnet Fast, Sonnet 5 Fast, and rock and roll with it. Only if it's continuously having an issue with what I'm trying to program, then I might swap it over to like Opus, and say, okay, hey, I'm having issues, fix this for me. Voila. Now these are good photos. But really, Fable 5, to me, it's not worth blowing through half my week's allowance to use it. And yes, this is one of the generators that is up on my store. It's in the bundle. Use code Grumpy to get knock it down by half for half price, which is $20. Well, original price is $20. With the code is $10. You have full commercial use with these. Change them how you want. Use them how you want. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Wrong button. But I have several very good programs up on my store as well for content. I just put the carousel maker up, which allows you to, will literally let you set up. It does GIFs, like this one here. As I said, though, I do need to change the coloring of the text on mine because I just did it fast. It literally cost me a penny to have Claude write the slideshow for me. If I want to write the slideshow myself, I can do it myself. It does GIF, and you can do it so that it does TikTok, Pin, and IG all at the same time. Fast and easy. Hey, Blue, thanks for the heart meat. But these cats are... This generator is really kind of cute. All of them do a really good job. Yeah, these are cute. By the way, Blue, Grab a quick screenshot. That's the prompt that I did for the kitten, the 3-stack kittens. So grab yourself the screenshot if you want to be able to make that generator. Save yourself a headache. I am going to put that up on my app for free later today. You're most welcome. And this is what Gemini actually did with one of the prompts too, by the way, off of that. So Gemini actually did some really good stuff. But I literally had Claude build the entire generator for me. Copy the active. Throw it in here. But these 6 generators that are up on my store, they are bundled together. Normally I charge $20 per generator. These are literally, it's $10 for 6. Full commercial use. Just use code Grumpy. Oh, this one's cool. I like this one. Very majestic looking bastard. Hold on one second. I gotta put my foot up here. I'm getting old. There we go. Whoop, timber, technical issue. I knocked my phone over. And there we go. And with CR, if I pop off the Gothic one and just chuck this back in here, we're going to get a different vibe, a different, minor different look. This is very true. So we'll let that run, and we're good to go. But with the bundle, the link is in my bio. Just go to my go to the link there. You will actually, it's like the 4th product down. There is also a class that is for $25 that will show you how to build a brand, start to finish. How to actually do the proper research, because I am honestly tired of seeing people not do the research. Too many people are following these gurus that are on YouTube that are like, oh, you can make $10,000 in a month. Just follow me for buy my $3,000 course and you'll be able to make $10K in a month. Bullshit. Not your first month, anyways. Can you make 10 grand a month? Yes, you can. Is it easy? Fuck no, it's not. There's a lot of work that you have to do, and they don't explain the work that you have to do before you end up even becoming, close to that. So, okay, so this is the Gothic Laurel. And this is without the Gothic Laurel. Just kind of lightens it up a little bit more. So my course, which is $25, is the 3rd product from the top, or 4th, I can't remember now. It's probably the 3rd. Literally will show you how to use all 5 major AIs to do your research. It explains the entire thing. It will show you how to build your brand Bible, your brand kit, and it will show you how to actually build your very first product. And this way, it's geared towards print on demand, but you can literally use this course for anything. So if you want to get into drop shipping, you can actually do it that way. If you want to stay pure digital, you can still use it for pure digital as well. But you need to do the research. You need to do your homework. And I'm tired of people falling for these gurus and then sitting there crying, oh, I spent 3 to 10 grand and I have not yet made 10 grand a month. Well, that's because you fell for the hype. You thought it would be easy? It's not easy. There's a lot of work that goes into this. From not only first coming up with the idea, then building out your brand, then building the products, then marketing, then selling, which, by the way, marketing and selling are 2 different things, and how to get customers. AI is going to make your job a hell of a lot easier, but there are a few certain steps that you have to do before you can actually even start thinking about selling to people. Let's see here. Generate that. Copy this. Find the copy. And throw this in here. But yeah, you can, it is possible to do 10K a month. But you're not going to, realistically, unless you are very, very lucky and you hit a fad. And Lady T, I'm going to tell you here and now, take everyone's word, what they're teaching, with a grain of salt. That includes my grumpy ass. I do one-on-ones, by the way. We can always talk about price and all that later on. But I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they're full of fucking shit. Hold on 1 second. I just got a message that I need to see here. Let's see here. Val, if you're listening, that's normal, by the way, to answer that question. But really, okay, these are cute. That is adorable. A little sweet and sickening. But the reality here is, when you are finding something, there's a lot of good people here. There really are. There's, there are a lot of good teachers around here, but we all kind of teach in our own manner. We all teach. So find the person that you like. That is cute. Thank you for the rose. This is one of the generators, by the way, that's included in the bundle. Again, code $10. Just use code Grumpy. That's literally six generators for $10. And normally, that would cost you $120 if you bought all 6 of them. Because I charge $20 per generator. Now, as I was saying before, I so rudely interrupted myself. When it comes to teachers, find the people that you mesh with. Listen to what they're actually showing. See if you can actually learn from them. Do not, and please, for the love of God, do not fall for the hype. You're going to see a lot of people say, "Oh, I quit my job and I'm making 10K plus a month. I have all these fancy houses. I have these fancy cars." Most of the time, it's some young 20-year-old guy that is saying this, and he's standing in front of some fancy house, some fancy car, leaning against some fancy car with some hot-looking chick next to him. And guess what? All 3 of them are fucking rented. And more than likely, they're not even his. If someone is constantly showing off all the possessions that they own, those are the people that you take a baseball bat to the kneecaps, turn around, and run like hell. Because they are out there to do one thing and only one thing, to scam the shit out of you. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to follow those kind of people. Now, if you want to sell courses, and you're going to find a lot of people here on TikTok that sell courses, that's nothing wrong with that. As long as, one, you don't claim to be a guru, even though you haven't finished the fucking course. I've seen so many people do that. Just irritates the shit out of me. Because you can find your way out of a wet paper bag with a GPS and a flashlight. And so don't fucking do that. You can sell the course. Just say, hey, I haven't finished the course myself, but this is what I think of the course. This is what I'm learning. So, for fuck's sake, it just pisses me off. Makes me more grumpy than I already am. And I've called people out on this one before. I've been banned from multiple chats. And I don't care. But you need to do the homework. You need to know your target market inside and out. You need to know what your brand is all about. How you're actually going to reach your target market. And go from there. Coffee. I need coffee. Hey, Maya. And thanks for the rose, by the way, Josh. Just saw that. That reminds me, I need more coffee. Yeah, I'll get some. Make myself another one later. help me wake up a little bit better. But this is one of my This is off of one of my generators that I just did. And we also have the fluffy 3D cats. Let's see here. 4-Stack Chaos. Let's check that one out. Again, you have full commercial rights with these. Yo, DB, how you doing, man? Oh, thank you for the gifts, Blue. I really appreciate that. Pop these in there, and we'll see what this one does. And speaking of good people to follow, the $25 one literally shows you how to start, how to actually do the research for your brand. It will walk you literally from, if you have no idea, to if you even have an idea, it's going to show you how to use all 5 AIs, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, DeepSeek, and Grok. Mind you, all for free. This does not cost you anything. You can use the free versions. And what you're looking for is you're going to literally just tell it, hey, I have this idea, or I want to get into print on demand, but I don't know how. I don't know how, an idea. This is literally going to show you how to go from your doing the proper research into any niche and working your way all the way from idea to your very first product. You're going to have, by the time that you're done with it, you will actually have a brand kit, a brand Bible, as well as your first product. All using whatever AI you want to use. But you need to know how to do the research. You need to actually do the research. And yes, I know research is not glamorous. It sucks. It doesn't make pretty pictures, it doesn't make neat movies. But guess what? I can make all this shit every single day. And not know one damn thing about how to sell it. And no one's going to buy it. Because it's, everywhere else. It's fucking scattered. There's no branding behind it. There's no way of standing out amongst the crowd. And this is where your brand Bible is. And as I was about to say, and again I interrupted myself, you want to follow another good teacher. DB is one of them. Digital Alchemy School, damn good teacher. House of Jew, she's another good one. Blue Moon as well, she's a good teacher as well. There are a lot of good people out here. You just have to follow the ones that you mesh with and are doing something that you want to do, that you actually want to learn from. These are cute. That was a little weird, but not bad. Again, all of these would make for very good posters for kids and adults. I could literally sell this. I could start an entire print-on-demand business all about cats. But the course itself will teach you how to start your brand, to do your brand, to give yourself the best possible chance of success. Because I've heard a lot of people come. I've had a lot of people come to me and crying, "Oh, I've tried print on demand. It doesn't work. I've tried this. It doesn't work. I tried that. It doesn't work." And my first question is, did you actually do research into the niche that you wanted to get into? And the answer is, what are you talking about? I've even had people ask me what the fucking niche is. Which, by the way, there are actually 3 levels of niches. You have your general niche, you have a sub niche, and you have a micro niche. When you are first starting out, to do the research, you're literally starting off at the general niche idea. You're going to find a niche that you kind of like, that kind of flows with what you're looking for, and then you're not even going to think about building a brand. You're literally going to go into a sub niche of that brand. As an example, say that you want to go into a pet store, because to be perfectly honest, pets are what is called an evergreen market, which means you can sell year round. But if I were to start a general pet store that includes everything, cats, dogs, gerbils, hamsters, dogs, birds, horses, I'm going to hit some really established, thank you for the gifts, I'm going to run up against some serious competition because there are some really big heavy hitters. As an example, here in Australia, if I were to do a general pet store, I would go up against Pet Circle and Pet Barn. They are multi-million-dollar industrial leaders here in Australia. they have way more money than I've even thought of having, which means they can bury my ass. But if I go in and say that instead of just going with a pet store, I want to go cats. That is a sub niche of the general idea of pet niches. Then I decide, well, I don't want to just do cats. I want to do Maine Coons. That is a micro niche. So I started off with a pet store idea. Then I went down into a sub niche of selling just cat stuff. And then I went into a micro niche specifically for Maine Coons. Now, micro niches are really good and really bad at the same time. It is a balancing act. And the reason why I say this is because if I'm selling to everything to do with Maine Coons, the only people that I'm going to be able to sell to are people that own and really love Maine Coons. So that limits my reach. Another really good example of a micro niche is, let's say that you have some serious hometown pride and your town has maybe 500 people into it. You could sell, local stuff, your t-shirts and whatnot could say local pride, the name of your city, the favorite watering hole, some kind of weird landmark that only people that in your hometown will know about. That is a micro niche. The problem with that, though, is you have 500 people that you can sell to, and that's it, out of the entire world, because nobody else is going to understand the inside humor, to understand what is so great about this local watering hole. Even though everyone there is literally, showing up every Sunday, beer and food and whatnot. So micro niches, not only they're good, but they're also bad. You have to be very careful how far down you go into that particular rabbit hole. So I honestly recommend going into a sub niche, and then maybe later on, once you get that brand up and running, if you want to go into a specific breed of cat, just as an example, I would say start up a couple of micro niches for different breeds of cats. And this way, again, they build up your your little stream of income. Because everyone's saying that you need 7 to 8 streams of income, which is smart, but you have to build each stream individually. And pretty soon, once you get those streams flowing, that goes from a little trickle to a little creek to a little river to a big fucking ocean. But you need to do the damn homework before you get that to those steps. But those are cute. Let's see here. I've already done that one. We've done the Kitten Wonder. But the course itself teaches you how to do that. Let's see here. Plotting Black Cat. This is just one of my other generators that I had that I have not put up anywhere yet. I went on a generator build for cats for some reason. But you really need to do the homework. Before you go, literally, if you want to go into any business, do your homework first. Oh, these are cute. And this is just by itself. And let's pop on the Gothic Laurel, which is my favorite. Go to here. Plot that. Pop that in there. And we're going to paste it. Hey, sis. Yeah, this is part of the... well, this one here isn't, but... oh, seeing how you just popped in, get ready to grab a screenshot. This is... Let me pop this over here. There you go. Grab that screenshot. That will give you a generator for Z-Cats. Well, one of the generators that I did. I literally did this on my live. And it gave us this cat. Hey, Mara. Hold on a second. Get over there. Thank you. You're most welcome. But that's what I did to make the 3 stack kittens there. And this is what happens when you add a Gothic Laurel to the thing. Oh, I love cats too. Sis, I actually have 6 generators up that will do different cats up on my store. They're all bundled together. It's $10. Use the code Grumpy if you want them. Full commercial use. Change them how you want. Put your branding on it. And this is what, by the way, these 3 kitten stack here are for the prompts that I just got you. Just use the code Grumpy and it'll knock it down to $10. Because normal price is $20. And mind you, I normally put up my generators for $20 each. So that's a hell of a deal that you're getting on this one. This is actually one of the generators that you'll get as well. Let me just put that there. Yep, you can change the breeds on some of the generators. You can actually change the breeds if you want, or you can even add that in if you wanted to. Literally, just take the HTML code to whatever generator whatever AI that you prefer, and say, hey, I want to add a section. I want to add a drop down for breeds of cats. Give me 30 specific breeds of cats, and it will actually do that. Yes, I love Maine Coons. I've always wanted to own one, but to be perfectly honest, I've never been in the position to own one. A, expensive. 2, a shit ton of fur. And 3, anytime that I've had the money, my parents would have killed me. Get yourself a really big comb and a lot of drop cloths, because those things drop fur like you wouldn't believe. I had a friend that used to own one. Or the cat owned her, one or the other. This thing literally had its own chair. Nobody sat in that chair. And it wasn't because there was a lot of fur on it. Mind you, there was a shit ton of fur on it. But if you sat down in that, you had a very big and very pissed off Maine Coon that would literally sit on your lap, turn and face you, and just press its head against you and just sit there and grumble at you. And if you didn't get up because of the fact that this fat bastard was sitting on you, it would swat you in the head. Just wah. And then it would get off and then just sit there and look at you. It's like, okay, asshole, get off my chair, or you're going to get smacked again. And he actually absolutely loved that chair because of the fact that in the summertime and the wintertime, there was always sun on that chair. She tried moving that chair once, and the cat literally pouted at her for almost a month until she moved the damn chair back to the exact spot that it wanted it. I love the details that Sea Art gives you, though. But he was a big fucking cat. There's literally only 4 cats that I would love to have, because I'm more of a dog person. It would either be a Siamese cat, an orange tabby, a black tabby, or a Maine Coon. And these are the images. This is literally off of the generators. This one's cute too. And these would all make very good posters. Tumblers. Again, start to finish, to get into print on demand and into digital products, I would actually build both. A digital product / physical product store. And you can literally sell them both side by side. Because what you could do is you could set up, as an example, thank you for the gifts, say that I decide to sell digital copies of these photos here. I would run this prompt Probably another 2 times, so that I can have at least 10 photos. Then going to go to print on demand. I'm going to go to Printful. I'm going to find out what their file size is, and I'm going to change my file size for that specific product. Let's say the wall art. I would then make sure that my photos are at 300 DPI. I would bundle all 10 and sell it for maybe $5. And say, hey, you can take this to Printify, Printful, wherever you want to go. It's standard sizing, and make a lot of money off of it, hopefully. I'm going to only sell it for $5, between $2 to $5. Again, digital products like that for the photos are not meant for, $100. No one's going to buy a set of 10 photos for $100, unless they actually have more money than common sense. And I've known a few people like that. But the reality is, when you're doing digital products for photos and whatnot, $5 is pretty much about the max that you're going to be able to sell it for. But here's the thing: with this HTML, with any of these HTML generators, the 6 that they're in there are at least 5 ways of making some serious cash off these. First off, changing them so that they fit your brand name, and you sell them for, let's say you decide to sell them for $20, like what I do. It costs you $10. So if you make one sale, you've actually made your money back. Oh, hold on a second, lady. Let me let me see if I can get that a little bit better. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Grab a screenshot again and try that. And see what chat says. Chat was being a dick to me earlier this morning, so grab yourself that screenshot there. And try again. And see if it will actually come, and then come back to me and let me know if it actually grabbed it. You are most welcome. But as an example, here we have the Big Eye Cat generator, and if we do Storybook Charm, actually let's just do the rainy weather one, because that's been all it's been doing the last couple of days here. Has been raining like crazy. So, say that I bought this entire pack, all six generators, off of myself, which would sound stupid, but as an example, I spend the $10. I turn around and I take the HTML generator straight to Claude, straight to ChatGPT, load up my brand Bible, and say, hey, I need you to change this generator so that it shows my brand name and my brand colors. It will automatically change it for you. Then you turn around, you do a live here, or YT, or wherever you're going live, and you start showing these photos off. And tell people, hey, if you really like these, I have this great generator. It's $20. That's one way of selling it. So you make one sale on $20. You've made your money back plus $10. And then anything else that you sell off that one generator is gravy. I can then go in and make an entire prompt pack out of this. Literally. All I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Canva. I'm going to make myself a PDF. I'm going to run 10 different prompts. I'm going to grab one photo that I like from whatever art generator you want, and then I'm going to put the prompt right next to it. That prompt guide you're going to give away for free, or $1 or $2. Hardly anyone hesitates to spend $1. And it's going to show people not only what that one prompt produced photo-wise, but this allows people to start playing with that prompt, get comfortable playing with prompts, building prompts, and all that good jazz. Or give it away for free as a lead magnet. So that's 2 ways right there. Next way is literally generating anywhere between 10 to 20 to 100 photos and selling the photos as a digital pack for anywhere between $2 to $5. Then you can actually make your music. If you're into AI music, the AI music you can actually sell very easily for one song that is guaranteed to be copyright free, for $15 to $20. And you're going to target YouTubers. You're going to target TikTokers. People that are getting tired of getting copyright strikes. Because quite frankly, if you get a copyright strike against you, most platforms are only going to allow you to have, I know YouTube only does like three, I do believe it's only 3 strikes. And then they will ban your ass. TikTok shadow bans you or after a certain amount. And it can be a real pain in the ass to get that shadow ban removed. Or they will outright just kick your ass off. And that's fine. And that's actually how it should be because of the fact that if you are stealing other people's usage or you're using music that is copyrighted and you haven't paid for it, you're ripping people off. So that's 4 ways of doing that. You can actually teach people how to build HTML generators. Once you learn how to build them yourself, you can turn around and start teaching people how to do that, and you charge them whatever. Now, I charge $10 for it, just because of the fact that to me, it's a simple thing. Now, if I teach how to build programs, vibe coding, that's going to be a little bit more expensive. So it depends on how you want to do this. So there's multiple ways of making money off of one damn generator. Very, very easy ways of doing this. This is a Siamese kitten one. Witching hours. Good for Halloween. What to do? Oh. So you can hey Grace. So we can literally easily, even if someone gives this to you for free, you can start generating a ton of different prompts. Again, giving the prompts out to people for free, or $1 or $2 to build a prompt guide. Where's the copy button? There it is. And you do want to give out a few free things. Let me spit my tongue out there. Because of the fact that these are the reason why they're called lead magnets is by giving away something for free. Everyone likes free shit, but it showcases what you can give to people, and people are going to say, "Oh, hey, I really like that. What else does this person have to offer? Maybe I want to stop by and I want to listen to their live a little bit longer." Those are cute. Yeah, that's with the Gothic Laurel. Let's pop that off. Let's pop the Gothic off. Throw those on there. Oops. There's the Siamese. There we go. Copy that, and we'll just pop that up there again. So again, you have multiple ways of not only building a brand and building it properly, because you need to brand everything, folks. You honestly need to start branding your shit. That way you stand out. Because there are a lot of people that are going into digital. There's a lot of people that are just now starting to get into the AI. And you can start teaching people how to do AI. As I said, I've got 2 courses right now on AI specifically. One on how to make HTML generators. It's $10. And the $25 course is going to literally teach you how to build a brand start to finish, from idea all the way to your first product. And it's going to show you how to do the actual proper research. And again, I know, oh my God, I'm talking about homework. Hell, heaven forbid, Oh, these are cute. That chunker needs to lay off the cat food, though. And that's without the Gothic Laurel. These ones are cute. And these would all sell very easily on Etsy or my own website, if I so wanted to do that. Because again, pets are an evergreen niche. Now, if you really want to get into a micro niche for pets, Okay, I'm developing a stuttering problem. Is pet memorials. What you can do with that is you can literally have someone send you their dearly departed pet picture, not the body or anything like that, but a picture of their pet. You can load it up to any AI art program and make a memorial for them. Turn the pet into a superhero, whatever you want to do with it. Because to be perfectly honest, the whole that whole niche, the whole sub niche is actually a really good one to get into. It's very easy. It's to build an entire following on, and to start selling these things, because unfortunately, grief does sell. And if you don't believe me, look at what the funeral industry charges. And by the way, the funeral industry is the only industry in the humankind that has never dropped their prices once. They have just keep going up. And for those in the States, here is a little hint as well. If you have to have the unfortunate to have to deal with the funeral industry, a departed one has passed, and you are arranging the funerals, if any of them mention a Vantage vault, turn around and walk out. Tupperware makes a better container than what a Vantage vault is. It is cheap plastic that they want to charge you $7,000 for, and it only costs them $200. Probably, actually, no, take it back. Last time I knew it was like a $150. Everything that the funeral industry does is triple to quadruple the price that it actually costs them. Pure and simple. It's a very greedy industry. I know because I used to work with them. But with that being said, we have multiple ways of making money off digital, off of the AI. But again, one, you have to do your research. Two, you need to you actually need to read what it puts out. Don't just blindly copy and paste it. I have seen too many people do that, and you can tell right off the bat that it is AI, because of the fact that they don't have a brand Bible. So the AI doesn't know them from Adam and Eve, so they're going to get some mechanically sounding shit. Words that say like whimsical. Who the fuck uses whimsical? That's one of the biggest giveaways, is that it was AI that built this. And if you are starting to do AI music, don't try to pass off your singer as human. Embrace the AI, I say. There's nothing wrong with it. Embrace what you're selling. Walk, stand tall behind it. The other thing is, when you were starting a business, everyone's like, "Oh, I want to work for myself. I want to quit my 9 to 5." Well, guess what? It ain't that fucking easy, folks. Hey, creative minds. Being your own boss, one, sucks because your boss is an asshole, because they will not leave you alone even when you're trying to sleep. My boss got my ass up at 5:30 in the morning when I'd rather be sleeping. The bastard would not let me go back to bed. He's a slave driver, I tell you. But there are some good things for 9 to 5. One is guaranteed income for the most part. But it does drain your soul and takes your time. But in all honesty, when you're first starting off on a brand, when you're first starting to really build things, you're going to be doing 12, 16-hour days. Maybe a little bit more when you're first starting off. Because there's a lot of things, not only do you have to learn how to do properly, but there is a lot of things that you just have to run yourself. Until you get big enough that where you can turn around and start hiring a VA, which is a virtual assistant, or hire a couple of people that are local. VAs are cheap because most of them are coming out of India. And this is where your brand kit and your brand Bible come in. This way they know exactly what they're dealing with, how the brand should look, how the brand should sound, how the brand should feel. So there are no questions. Then as you grow, you can start bringing in more people. more suppliers, all that shit, as the company grows. But when you first start off, you're on your own. Unless you have a partner that you can trust. And you have some long nights. I'm not kidding you. So don't just think that, this is just a piece of cake kind of thing. Cake. Reminds me, I gotta get going here shortly. I gotta go start making some breakfast. Now, these cats are actually the generators that made these cats. All 6 of them are up on my store. Except for this one here. That one's the free one. Yep, that idea went right out the head. Yes, the use code Grumpy. That will give you 50% off all 6 generators, so it drops it from $20 to $10. I also, as I said, I do have a course that is $25 that will teach you how to do the proper research to build a brand so that you have the best actual footing you can give yourself. And don't be afraid to fail, folks. We all do. We all fall. We all fail. Anyone that tells you that, I've never failed at anything that I've done is a fucking liar. Simple as that. We learn more from our mistakes than we do our own wins, which is very true. So what you're going to do is if you fail the first time, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, take what you've learned, especially the parts where you've fucked up, and apply those to your next brand so that you now know, hey, I don't want to do this again. I fucked this up by doing X, so don't do X. But you're going to take those small wins, and they do add up as you go along. The other thing is, don't say, I'm going to be a millionaire within the first year. That is not possible. Don't even say, I'm going to make 10 grand my first month. Why set yourself up for that big of a failure? Your first business goal, and this is going to sound kind of counterintuitive, your first business goal for any brand that you start should be break-even point. I want to break even within the first month. That is not only is that a really good goal to get to, but that is also one that is very achievable. So, say as an example, you come to me, you say, "Hey, I like your app. I want you to build me an app like that." That's $60 right there. Well, for the first 10 people, anyways. I'll show my app off one more time. So you would have an entire brand like an entire store with full branding like this. That's $60 right there. You have, let's just say that, and there's no hosting on this one here. It's just straight $60. Everything out of that is actually free. The hosting is free. Your hosting of your photos, your audio, your videos, 100% free. So that's $60 right there. So your very first month, you need to make $60. Let's say that you're using either chat or Claude. And that's only you're only paying for chat or Claude. They're both. Let's see here. Claude is $30. Claude is $20, and I think ChatGPT is like 19 something. They're about the same price range. So if you bought this one here, you came to me and said, "Hey, I really want an app like what you had." So that's $60 right there. Let's clear this off. I don't do math, by the way, in the morning. So we go $60 right there. We have, let's say that you decide that you want to start an Etsy store. So let's go $30 plus your Claude or your chat. So you're looking at $110 to start off with. So your break-even point right now would be rounded up to $115. That's what you want to make your very first month off of your Etsy store. So let's just go $115. Well, all combined. So we're going to go $115. You sell generators at $20 a pop. So let's just go divide that by 20. You need to sell at least 6 generators in your first month. That is very doable. You can easily sell 6 generators within your first month. And that's just the generators itself. That's not including t-shirts. That's not including mugs or anything else that you want to sell alongside of it. You would only have to sell 6 generators and boom, you have broke even. Actually, you made a little bit more than that. Because if we go 20 by 6, let's see. 20 times 6, $120. Let's say that you're selling this off of Etsy. So we're going to time that by 9%. So you're losing $10 off of 120, so you're making 110. So you would actually have to sell 7 generators in 1 month. And once you made those 7 sales, guess what? You have not only have you broke even, but everything from here on outward is pure profit. Now, if you are hosting your own website through GoDaddy or wherever, you do have your hosting fees. So you have to add that up as well. This is things that people don't think about. So you really want to make it so that your very first 2 months of business is break-even point. Whatever your break-even point is, that is the goal you set yourself. Not, I'm going to make $10,000 a month off of this. That is a long-term goal. You want to make short-term goals, because that way, if you fail at something, you get discouraged. So you set yourself an unrealistic goal of $10,000 in your first month. Your first month rolls by, all you've done is break even. In your mind, you're going to say, well, fuck, I failed this. I failed at making the first 10 grand. What did I do wrong? I can't do this. I give up. But if you set it for a break-even point and you actually break even, and then you realize that, hey, not only have I broke even on the second week, but I'm starting to make a little bit of extra cash. Maybe you make a couple $100 for that first month. That is a couple $100 that you can either put back into your brand or take yourself out to a nice dinner. I advise you for the first, in all honesty, what I do for the first 6 months is most of that money that I make goes back into the business. I'm either going to start running ads, or I will, make sure that I have enough money to cover Claude, which is my go-to, ChatGPT, whatever you want to do. Because your Claude is going, your AI, whatever AI that you're paying for, that is going to be a recurring effect. So that's something that you need to figure out as well. So the goal here is to break even, and then once you start breaking even, then you expand that to, okay, I want to make $3,000 in a month. Then $4,000, then $5,000. Then you work your way up to, hey, holy shit, I'm making 10. By the time that, maybe a year in, or 6 months to 7 months, you're making $10,000 a month on a good month. Even on a bad month, you're still making, let's say, $5,000. Math is easier. So, don't set yourself up to fail. Don't believe in these gurus of, you're going to make $10,000 in the first 90 days or the first month. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't set your people up for failure either. Keep a realistic goal. Yeah, dream big. I have no problem with people dreaming big. I dream big as well. But keep one foot planted firmly on terra firma. Don't have your head so far up your own ass, up in the clouds, that you can't see squat. Other than a cloud. Which, by the way, falling through a cloud sucks. You get wet, you can't see a damn thing, and it's cold. I used to skydive, so yes, I know what it feels like to go through a cloud. And you can easily get yourself turned around in them, too. But with that being said, I gotta get my ass going. If you want the generators, they are up on my store. Use code Grumpy. And it will generate, the code Grumpy will take it from $20 to $10. If you want to learn how to do the research properly for a brand, I have the course for that as well. It's $25. With that being said, y'all have a good day, good night. I gotta get my ass moving. I will be back tomorrow. Later. And there we go. Whoop.